Hey guys, it's Kip here from KDC Marketing, and in today's video, I want to talk about the importance of learning new things when it comes to web design. And I've been doing my business KDC Marketing full time for over a year and a half now, and I just love learning new things about web design, about Figma, about Wix Studio, about AI, about all kinds of things. And I want to share an example of a project that I did recently where a lot of these things came together for me. So I was creating a new website for a client, and I did all of the website mockups in Figma. But to help me speed up the process, I used Rayloom, which is a AI website builder tool to kind of help create the layout a lot faster. So Rayloom has a free Figma kit that you can use that has pre-designed sections. And so what I did is I used those pre-designed sections as a starting point and then customized them for the client inside of Figma. And then once the web designs were done in Figma, I did both desktop and mobile designs. Then I was able to design them in Wix Studio. And I having everything pre-designed beforehand made it so much easier. I did use the import from Figma into Wix Studio tool as well for one particular section that was a bit more difficult, and that was great. That helped speed things up. And then the other sections I built from scratch inside of Wix Studio. But one thing that I did intentionally from the beginning was kind of reuse certain sections or sections that were similar to different sections in the website, so that when I was designing it and building it inside of Wix Studio, it just came together so much faster. So I was able to save those sections that are the same or similar as assets inside of Wix Studio, and I was able to duplicate pages that were similar and then just customize those pages. And so all in all, it took a couple of weeks to design the mockups in Figma and with Rayloom and everything, and then also to build the website out in Wix Studio. But the build portion wasn't as intense because of the thought process and strategy going into the website project. And that was the whole idea, was to make a clean, nice website that was simple and focused on the right things, and kind of again building a system in place for that website. So when I designed those sections using Rayloom and Figma, I was reusing sections as much as I could. And then same thing in Wix Studio, it made the build process so much easier. And I'm really happy with how the website turned out, and it's awesome. And the client's really happy with it. They had a one-page landing page that they had, and they wanted to expand it. And so now it has about 10 to 15 pages, more information, more content, and just looks better. And of course, with their collaboration, they had some good ideas and tips to make it stand out even more. But everything was possible to make that custom web design inside of Wix Studio. We even had a interesting image shape for one of the hero sections, and I was able to use the image mask inside of Wix Studio, and it was a custom image mask. So I just wanted to kind of talk out the importance of learning web design overall. If you're a web designer or a marketer, if you're building websites and designing websites, the things that I learn in Figma and in Rayloom and in Wix Studio all work together. They aren't really separate. They're not silos. They come together to make a website project go so much better. And there's other things that I've learned in web design and in Wix Studio over the years that all come together to make this happen. Things like understanding pixels and understanding auto layout in Figma and stacks in Wix Studio, and using Rayloom's preset sections and understanding how they use auto layout and how I can edit the components and the different layouts. So all of that kind of comes together, and there are different tools that I'll use for different projects depending on which project it is. But it's so important to keep learning new things and keep growing your understanding of web design in general, because there's so much crossover between these platforms when it comes to design and development and AI getting involved too. So I just want to encourage you that if you're new starting out or if you're experienced, it's always good to be learning new things. And YouTube is a great place for that. Communities are a great place for that. Courses are a great place for that. And just building things and testing things out is a great way to learn. And when I get into these tools like Wix Studio and I'm building out a site, I just get so many ideas of things I want to share on this YouTube channel and things that I want to learn and improve better. And I'll see some new feature or I'll write that down and then research that later. Same with Figma and Rayloom and all these other tools. As soon as I see something, I make a note and I want to go learn it in the future. So I don't always get to do that all the time, but when I get to learn and build and create, that's when I am really excited. So just wanted to share that. Get out and learn something new and keep growing your skills, and eventually it'll all come together and make sense. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next video.